but he is absent.
Yeah, he will join, I think, because he. Oh, Yegor, hi.
Good morning.
Well,
So, first of all, making you. Can I make him? Make you an organizer. Papel, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Yegor will be hosting the business breakfasts. So, because he is a business guy. And today we are talking about uh, investments. So,
Yeah.
Yegor, all attention to you.
Yes, thank you guys. First of all, uh, I, I want to mention that Bitcoin raised 1,500 for 24 hours. It's crazy. So it might be a good investment before before rising. Yeah, but we have other things for investments. So guys, first of all, I'm interested to listen to you. What kind of investment have you made or you did? Yeah, or maybe you are making on a usual basis. So what kind of investment? So how you are okay with investments? Did you try it? And if yes, what kind of investment you already tried? Who wanna share with us?
Yeah, I can share. I tried
Sure.
like giving some loans, loan in lending money for giving a percent, and I lended money to my friend that owns business. He needed some money to buy milk. He produces butter, so he buys the milk, then he sells the butter, and he knows that he will sell the
Mm-hmm.
amount the amount of butter that he can sell, and he gave me like a couple of percents
Deal.
for this amount of money. Yeah, for this amount of money for using my
Mm-hmm.
money. And generally that's it. And also I'm just saving money. I have a what's it called, in a bank. I have a safe where I keep the money.
Deposit, I guess.
Deposit is like virtual money, and I have like actual box with a key,
Mm-hmm.
and there I bring some cash, so I
How
can
much? How much you pay for this?
like 300, about 500 or 600 hryvnia a month.
Mm-hmm. So it it is not the best investment actually.
Yeah, that's just keeping the money. It's not investing.
Yeah. Okay. How much you did from this deal? I mean, approximately you made from this deal.
It was 2% per month. So
Okay, from the amount of money that you borrowed him.
yeah, it was like 700, $800 a month.
Mm-hmm. Not not not
Not
bad. I
bad,
would say.
but really risky because
Yeah.
the only thing that guaranteed my money was a piece of paper that says I borrowed your money. Sincerely yours, friend. That's all.
Yeah. I really understand you pretty good. What I did when I borrowed money, it was kind of also my investment thing. Uh, I took this person to special government place where you can make this agreement. Yeah, and with this paper you can go to the um, to some uh, to some places. Yes, so it makes you possibility to got your money back, yeah, for a certain amount of money, for certain percent from this amount of money you can return, and it's like made some protection of losing those money. And yeah,
So,
I also tried to do like you did.
yeah.
You should have a really trust, so
Yeah.
to this person, and from my experience, you should not borrow money to that person if he or she hasn't any like things that he or she can sell. For example, if you borrow like 10,000 of money, you should understand that this person have something liquid, maybe a car,
Yeah.
maybe additional apartment. In case of he or she cannot sell it, you should like think about those scenarios in advance. So for example, he or she has a car for $10,000. So one day, if he or she cannot give you back money for a certain period of time, you can say, okay, I can take your car, for example, or we can
Yeah.
together, or we can put your car to sell, and I get my money back. So this is the best strategy what I can suggest in case of borrowing money. But anyway, it's really a risky thing to borrow money to a person. Okay, guys, who else wanna share with us? Maybe Tatiana. Maybe Tatiana Goldina.
No.
Okay, you can just listen if you wish. Okay, who else? Svetlana, Anatoly, Maria, Victor.
That if you thinking about money who's extra saved, as usual, I spend this money for travel,
Mm-hmm.
education, and for business. I not save money in the banks, and I if I have enough money, I find ideas, and after that to find partner, and we invest together money in some idea and trying to realize this idea and see what's happened. Maybe this idea sometimes first times these ideas was not about business, that was about our dreams, what we dreaming about, and we invest in these ideas. And that was not about money, about save money, about growing money, only for realized ideas. Same as travel. You bought tickets, you visit another country, and you understand that you spent all your money, but you take another play, another things. And that is true. Three ways whose I invest. Educating to you need to invest money. I bought another programs and practices whose I feel that I need to learn in my life for my business. For example, I educate in Agile, in management 3.0.
Mm-hmm.
That practice for me. Now I cannot practice and repeat all what I educate. But I understand that we have another way how to growing, and if I find situation or company who's working same format, it will be best for me. But not every time what I educate, I can advance to repeat and practice.
Mm-hmm. So you invested, as understood, the best investment is to invest in yourself, yeah, for your your philosophy of investment.
In 3 ways. In myself, that's first, and I see travel, in education, and in realize ideas. Now that is business ideas.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of startup, maybe some kind of accelerators where you can invest some money and try to support people, yeah, or to do it by your own.
Yeah, you're right.
Cool, cool. What about Scrum? Did you try to invest money in Scrum?
I invest my money in education.
Yeah,
About
yeah, and I heard like you invested in Agile, in Management 3.0, and just wanted to.
in Scrum PSM 1.
No, no, I'm not
I'm
talking
master,
about
professional Scrum Master
certifications.
first point.
So you got your PSM certified.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. But what about, sometimes you need like knowledge. So you, for example, you can got PSM by your own, or you can got because of some trainings that you're going to participate, for example.
I understand now that first of all, this works for your practice, how you planning to use it. If you now not use it and now have chance to have practice, you you must adapt it, but that needs some time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you for sharing your like experience. Who else wanna share with us? Maybe Svetlana, Victor. What about your investment? Maybe they stay on mute and didn't realize it.
No, we're not on mute. Hi, guys.
Hello.
I'm just thinking what kind of investment I can share with you.
Any kind of investment, like maybe it was, you bought some grechka with the best price, and then it goes up, and you could sell grechka for higher price, or you can eat grechka by your own.
With the grechka, actually it's a buckwheat in English, and grechka. Like usually I buy it for myself. I buy it from the field, from the one guy who grow it.
So it's a kind of eco products.
Eco. I don't say it's very eco. It's Ukrainian. It is totally different taste from than that it's from supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it. And usually I buy it like 10, 15 kg and put in this jar, it's glass jar, and and I can keep it for a long time. Even now I have like few, maybe 3 or 4 kg of grechka of the buckwheat in my. And it is, but I know that it's natural, some
Mm-hmm.
kind of natural. Perhaps they use some chemical, I don't know, but they grow it for themselves, and they sell some extra, like the farmers, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in Ukrainian language or in Russian, because you are from Chisinau, yeah.
Yeah, it's Chisinau, and we have like 2 languages, Romanian and then Russian, and we also have part of Moldova It's
Mhm.
like Transnistria, and in Transnistria, it's like more about pro-Russian. People are speaking in Russian, and they like most of them have some dreams to leave the country and maybe Russia or any other country. Sometimes they are going to Ukraine, to Odessa. I also know those cases. Or they can go to Moldova, and because in Moldova they also have some privileges and can learn for free. And in my group, when I was studying, like 30% of the group were from Transnistria, and these 30% were distributed in different faculties. So yeah, it's kind of
It was a quota, sorry.
I don't really know how it was, but I know that it was like a certain amount of places, especially for Transnistria.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Like they have the quota, they have like 30% of the places, yeah.
Yeah,
And
kind
it's
of this. Yeah.
allocated. Like no, we also have this Russian occupied regions in Donetsk and Luhansk, but it's still the fighting is going on there, and it's like they don't have any privilege in Ukraine so far.
Yeah, but you know, we cannot compare like those regions with Transnistria, because those regions are like really a lot of money. It's like in Donetsk, you can have this how it say. Okay, I mean, it's more about money, interest of money. For example, in Transnistria, there are not so much resources as it is in Donetsk. Yeah. So it's like strategic places, but Transnistria is more strategic from political point of view. Yeah, that is a difference between those regions. Pro-Russian, I say.
Friendly speaking, I will tell that it's also more political reason, because like yeah, it is it's more myths that they have a lot of money. Yeah, there are a lot of industries there. There were, but if it is a coal mining, yeah, it's very maybe famous coal mining, but it's more, you know, the technologies as the Soviet and the houses, they're old, they were old, like, and it's not economy, it's not
efficient. I understood what you're talking like.
It's not
Economically
efficient.
efficient.
Yeah,
Economically efficient.
it's not economically efficient at all, and and the human resources there, they like the mostly the young people, yeah, or like they left that region, and and now there are a lot of retired persons, and they consume a lot of money, yeah, and now Russia, they pay a lot of, even Ukraine, we also pay some pensions, and you know, the Russians, they stole all the best factories and they moved them to the Russia, and now they like cut them for this scrap, a lot of the, and now it's everything like, no, I cannot say that collapsed, but it doesn't work actually. It's now it's no economy. Now it's definitely they consume much more than they produce.
Mm-hmm.
It's not any economy. They consume a lot of money. I think it is the same like Transnistria, because they also have this heavy industry, but now it's not efficient, and nobody. You know, of course, the Russia support them, but it's not economy oriented this region.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Yeah. For me, for example, a good example, like for Russian can be, you know, like Dubai. Yeah, we can see Arabian Emirates.
Yeah.
They're a really good example because they haven't anything. It was like 20 plus years ago. It was just amount of
Extent, yeah.
yeah, and it was a big desert, by the way. And in 26, I guess, years, they created a really beautiful place with business economy, beautiful place for tourists. Like they made a awesome place because they had the strategy of investment of making their country distributed their sources of income. So now it's one of the biggest region for business because of taxes are lower than in other regions. It's one of the top for tourism, and it's one of the top for people with money to spend their time. And that is about mindset, yeah. Because if we are talking about Russian, it's already like not oil time, it's not industry time. They should understand that it's about information time. So it's better to invest in startups. It's better to invest in technology. It's better to invest in other sources of income, not only resources.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yes, Sergio.
sorry. Yeah, but if we're talking about investing in startups, like 9 out of 10 startups, they fail. So it's not like it's called venture capital because it's really risky. So you can win a lot, but you can also lose a lot. And for example, if I'm talking about investments, I'm firstly thinking of my retirement plan. So about my pension, basically. And in this case, the best investments are the classics. And the classics are, you can buy some metals, you can buy some, what's it called?
Some metal is like gold metals.
Yeah, gold, silver, you can buy
Silver, mhm.
anything.
But now I guess it's not the best time for buying gold. What do you think?
Also, it's the best time to buy oil because it's negative, because the price is negative. But you need a place to store it. And that's the problem. That's the main problem. And the classics are also buying some apartments, for example, homes, like real estate, metals, and ценные бумаги.
Yeah, shares.
Shares, yeah, shares. They may be company shares. There are like shares that the country provides, and the country will pay their debts in any way. Like if the country doesn't pay their debt, it will be bankrupted. So, and somebody else will pay your debts. So these are like guaranteed dividends. They are like little, like I think it's 5% a month or 5% a year or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. But I think that Yegor was talking about the how they about the Russia and Dubai. Yeah, it is how they that they have the same source of the income. It's oil, because they also there are two very rich countries in oil, and how they how they spend the money. Like in Russia, they stealing, they buying the big, very expensive cars. They building some very rich apartments, but in a simple way, they just eating this money, what they have from income. But like in Dubai or like Saudi Arabia, yeah, they develop some other branches of the economy, like this, like Dubai Emirates. It is, they bought a new very also it's very expensive, the aircrafts, planes,
Yeah.
and they developing, and now they earn from this from the company. They earn the money. Also, they develop some other they build this Burj Khalifa, yes, some others this skyscrapers, and they are selling apartments. They are selling their apartments for lease for rent. They invest in tourism because so many people they come to see this Dubai, and they spend also, and it is also additional money for the not only for the government but for the citizens. They also, like, I know that they invest a lot of in the people, in the students. They send them to the very expensive this universities in the Oxford, for example, Massachusetts, whatever. This is the top universities, and after that they come and they qualified. Yeah, it's they qualified workers for them, and for the because they know that the price for oil cannot be forever. The oil will be finished, and perhaps something will change, and they develop some other industries. I cannot, perhaps not start, perhaps startups, perhaps some other, but they develop it like this duty mall, mall in the Dubai Mall. Yeah, in this, it is one of the biggest one, and a lot of people come and they buy it, and they spend money because they know that it is the best one. Also, like they created these islands, this houses, Palm or whatever, like it's called. And so many rich people, they buy apartments there, they buy the land and they live there, they spend their money. And it's also some otherwise. I don't know why Russia, they don't do it. It's because they still have this our post-Soviet bureaucratic and corrupted economy. Like we have also the same in Ukraine, but the issue only is that we are not rich in oil like they are rich. It is,
Yeah.
I think it was the main idea, yeah?
Yeah, and also in Kiev we have these grants and startup centers. For example, my friend recently joined, not joined, was a part of a startup challenge called Hack Corona and Open Data Challenge, and they have the budget of 500,000, so $500,000 hryvnia. They will give it to the winner that describes his idea in the best, in the best way. And for the startup, it's good. Like $500,000 is a good sum. It's like $20,000. So I think Ukraine is going this way too. So our guys in government, not really in government, like in general, our people are getting smarter. They're understanding that you need to invest in the youth and in startups.
Yeah, you know, like our people, yeah, they are like trying to make some business and some startups, but the issue is that the government doesn't support the people. Yes, they only give. The government is still very bureaucratic and corrupted, and it's the issue that it's not easy to start something, and it is like why the Ukrainians are very good in IT. Because the government can't control the IT
Yeah.
industry. And it is like they don't know how to control it is the issue. Because they can control a lot of, but not IT, because they are simply they are not know how it works, and it is why it's very developed in Ukraine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Bitcoin raised in price, and everything regarding the secure technologies is raising in the price. Because, for example, we have a new law that you must be identified for any payment of more than 5,000 hryvnia. So, for example, if you're buying I don't know, an iPhone you need to have a passport to buy it, and also in the future there may be an option that after that purchase, somebody will call you and say, "Hello, Sergey, you recently bought the iPhone. Where did you get this money?" Or without a call, just a letter from the court.
Mhm. You know,
Uh,
it
I
is just.
I think, yeah, just a moment. What my idea about this? I guess it's because of we have in our regions a lot of freelancers, and freelancers is really difficult to control them to get taxes paid. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
true.
it is the main reason of having those things. For example, you are not working and you are buying iPhone. So why it's so happening? Maybe because
Yeah.
it is your mother send you some money from abroad. I don't know, maybe from Italy or from Germany, or it
Yeah.
because you made those money and how
And
you
didn't
made
pay
those
the
money.
taxes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
now I
that's true.
guess we should like find other solutions. Maybe go abroad and buy iPhone, and not in Ukraine, yeah, for Ukrainian people,
But
and come back.
abroad, the rules are more strict, so it's worse in
Yeah,
Europe.
but I don't think that you'll be like controlled if you buy iPhone somewhere in UK, for example.
Yeah,
No,
that's true.
you know that it is this is the government, yeah, because they still this from the Soviet era and or post-Soviet era, because mostly, and they don't, and they as, and they trying to get money now, but they don't thinking about the future actually, because this measures this like this, it's like additional barrier, and it will not work in our situation. The people will try the way how to avoid and how to skip this barrier, yeah, and like simply we'll go to some other country to buy and to bring it or whatever, just like to find, or we'll say that it cost not $1,000, it just cost it just cost like $100, just example, yeah, and anyways they will not pay because taxes or whatever, because it's the taxes are very high, yeah. It is
Yeah.
it is very good example in the book, like in Ukrainian Atlant Trimai Krila, yeah, через правое крыло. It is how
Ayn Rand. I know this book because I read it. It's one of the best books for business people. Yeah, indeed.
It is what will happen if they trying to stop to control everything. It should be, you know, like I don't know how long we will be with this type of governments or whatever, because it should be like in Georgia or in some Western countries that they should encourage or and support the business, but not try to control and to press them.
Yep. Totally agree with you. Maybe we have like 20 minutes left. Maybe anyone else wanna say their ideas, what is coming to their mind about startups, about investments. Anatoly, Svetlana, Tatiana.
Last time when I find investments, I hear from the another investors that they prefer to put money for big companies to sell actions,
Shares.
Shares.
to bought shares, and they understand that they return 10% and if they bought startups, they can return 300% if it's a good startup, and that easy and best way for them not to invest in Ukrainian startups and business, because they have guarantee and they have stable companies, stable for if that if in understanding in Ukraine or in another companies from whose sale action not action whose
Shares.
shares whose sell shares, and they invest money to this format. But I don't invest, and I only start read about this and understand that you must to invest every month money. For example, you bought a flat in Ukraine and invest every month in this flat, or you invest in another country, in another company in America, and every month to invest money, maybe $1,000 every month. But that this format just not for me.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
And they don't take money for more than 10 years. Only invest,
Mm-hmm.
invest.
Yeah, it's long-term investment.
Yeah.
Okay,
guys, I
guys, we
have one
have.
question.
Yep. Move on.
Yeah, I have one question. You know, like now we have in another reality, it is a quarantine, lockdown, and everything is suspended, stopped, paused for a lot of businesses. What do you think? What is your idea? How it is? Which is kind of business will be really very, how to sell this?
Profitable.
Not comfortable. It's
Profitable.
profitable. Yeah. Right now in this situation, like, what is the kind of investments? Because now it is like when it is everything is changed and collapsed. It is like a lot of people. It is a losing time, but it is also a very good opportunity to start something new.
Sure.
What is your idea? Or ideas? Yeah.
I think delivery services will be on the rise. Delivery services, then marketing services. No, I think the ones that help offline sector to become online, but with guarantees, because there are a lot of people that do that. Like they say that we can make a business work online, but you need to have a lot of knowledge in that. So if they will be working with some kind of a guarantees, that will be a definite plus, and they will get a lot of clients because of that.
So actually, because of that, maybe marketing would be on demand, because not every online shop understands how to rule that actually, and how to get clients online.
For training, many companies continue works and assets and activity don't down and continue growing. We see examples, Glovo, Wizard, and another companies, big companies, Google, who's now growing, and now stocks for best price. You understand? They not
Yes.
grown.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I'm agree with you, Anatoly, because yeah, those companies always aren't growing because like we all depend on Google, we all depend on YouTube, Facebook as well, because a lot of people are going to Instagram, growing new users to Instagram because it's fun. People don't have what to do, so they spend time in Instagram. It's like a lot of video content. So it's logically that it is going to be growing. The same story about Zoom. Zoom users growing, so it's also shares of Zoom is growing up. The same story about, so we can see the same trend. Those things that are online, like Netflix, also growing users. So all these like startups where we have growing users, it means that consequently they will company will get paid more money. So consequently, price of those shares are going to be growing up. It's like market decide. It's market decision. So if we know that market decision is not right, then it's good time to invest your money in a certain startup.
Yeah, actually, there are some ways of investing, of buying Amazon shares. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
Amazon
yeah.
is going up today as well, you know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
yeah,
because
Microsoft.
everybody is staying at home.
But this way, we now discuss, you must to invest money every month, and this money you need to invest minimum $1,000 every month. That is minimum.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you ready for do it, yeah, if you have enough money, you can do it more than 10 years and invest in a big big fortune companies, 100 and 500 fortune, they still give you money, or to choose one big company and invest in this company. But that is two part of business, and you must understand that you must to have extra money, a lot of extra money every month.
Mm-hmm.
That not about sometimes when you have extra money and maybe you can take 10% from your cash, from your extra, yeah, and who's your safe. And after 1 year, maybe 2 years, when you have capital, you can invest for some idea. That is working business, and big big bosses, managers to invest this format, and after 10 years they have money, have a lot of money.
Yeah, sounds good. Guys, by the way, we have 7 minutes left until the end. I would propose to make a selfie. So please unmute your cameras. Girls, are you ready for selfie or not really?
Oh, I know. Sorry.
Okay, maybe next time.
Okay, let's make a selfie.
Yeah, guys, 1, 2, 3.
Got it?
Good? Yeah.
Good.
Great. So I would propose, guys, to vote for tomorrow topic. We discussed a bit about startups. Maybe who wanna like continue discussion about startups?
Maybe we can talk about how to have this surplus of money,
surplus of money.
like to invest 1,000 every month, for example.
Yeah, but for this, I guess we need a special speaker.
Yeah, we can maybe we can invite somebody.
Yeah, but we should think it in advance. Like we're not coming with propose and not having solution. Like we have problem but not have a solution. So
Yeah,
I would
that's true.
yeah, well, I would propose guys just to vote for the next topic, and if we decide, for example, we are going to talk about share markets, like about startups, like Facebook, Amazon, etc. Then I would propose to watch a movie, yeah, for being prepared for the next lesson with some ideas, some discussion. For example, there are good movies like Social Network. It's about Facebook. We have a good movie about McDonald's, its founder. So let's decide what we are going to talk about for the next lesson. If you have, guys, any proposition, please propose. If you don't have, I can propose you guys.
I just finished to see a movie about Harley Davidson startup, how they growing, how they start business, and there are 3 parts. Maybe I add this movie to our channel.
Yeah, I guess it's good idea. So guys, then let's talk for the next tomorrow. We're going to talk about startups, continue talking about startups, and guys, you can watch movie Founder, or you can watch Social Network, and you can or either you can watch that is proposed by Anatoly. So then see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for your participation.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye. Татьяна,
Да.
можно и тут пообщаться, если что.
Ну, тут не очень удобно мне.
Почему так?
Ну, я сейчас буду курсовую делать.
А вы можете включить видео?
Не.
Почему так?
Не хочу сейчас.
Ой, все.
Тогда попозже чуть-чуть.
Ну хорошо, давай тогда пиши курсовик. И будь умничкой. Созвонимся позже. Пока-пока.
Пока.